Hello and welcome to a very special whiteboard training video. I'm Isaiah. Today I'm talking about 7 job search traps that PhDs fall into. Number 1, they think their job search is risk-free. They think they can dabble in their job search and there won't be any issues. There's no consequences. Because we're PhDs, we think that trial and error is okay when you're reaching out to employers, or when you're reaching out to networking contacts, when you're uploading your resume. Newsflash, there is a risk. First of all, when you upload your resume to a company, like let's say Pfizer or somebody else, if somebody reviews that resume and they decide they don't want to hire you for that position, they'll make you wait 6 months to a year, depending on the company's policy. This is very common, especially for top companies to do. If they consider your resume, they don't like it, they will not come back to it. You are essentially blacklisted for months, if not a year. You cannot just spray your resume out there, right? We call it spraying and praying. Put my resume everywhere, every different company, hope that something hits. You can actually cut yourself off from top opportunities for a year to come by doing that. You can't do that. That's not a job search strategy. You're causing yourself harm. Also, we see a lot of PhDs reach out to people on LinkedIn. They reach out to a bunch of people. They have no idea what to say. They're in desperation mode, right? They reach out and say, I need a job. I have all these skills. Please look at my resume. That person's never going to respond to you again. Your LinkedIn profile, you think you have plenty of time to adjust your LinkedIn profile, to fix it, to tweak it? No, you don't, because there are employers on LinkedIn Recruiter, LinkedIn Talent right now seeing your profile, and then they can check a box on LinkedIn Recruiter saying, I don't want to see this profile ever again, right? I don't want to see this profile for any of these jobs, maybe ever again. I don't want to come back to it. There's a risk. So if you're actively in your job search and it feels like it's getting harder and harder, it's because you're cutting yourself off from options. Not to mention, right, I mean, just people that reach out to you, they don't see you have industry credibility on your resume or your LinkedIn profile, and they won't contact you again. Number 2, sluggish resume rewrites. We always talk about, look, you have to target every single resume to the specific position at hand. And not just by reading the job posting and then thinking in your head, what sounds impressive? You have to go through that job posting, pull out 30 to 50 keywords per job posting. That's right, you can pull out 30 to 50 words per job posting and then add it to that resume every time. We see PhDs do this once or twice and then they stop doing it. This is a major reason that we just developed the Cheeky Scientist Resume Builder, and everybody who joins the Cheeky Scientist Association now will get that resume builder. And we have a very special event tomorrow. It's Thursday, April 15th, where you can get lifetime access to the association for 60% off and get the resume builder for free. It allows you to save all your resumes, quickly update them, target them, make sure that you have the right transferable skills, technical skills in it, because targeting every resume per open position is crucial, and you have to do it at a much higher level now. They don't just hand out PhD level jobs, if you haven't noticed. Number 3, awful. Right, this is my attempt to draw the little emoji, the little vomit emoji, because so much of the training is that's even out there for PhDs is awful. It's not dynamic. It's not on good technology. PhDs they're reading stuff that's outdated for years. They're looking at materials. I mean, I see what's out there, and it's garbage. It really is. It's not right. It's the reason it's holding you back, really, because it's incorrect information, and it's not easy to consume. Here, go read all these different documents. Hello, can we do videos? Can we do high quality, high definition videos with accurate content that's updated frequently? This is a major reason we invested in the new Cheeky Scientist on-demand platform. It's almost exactly as you can get like Netflix. You can go to a Netflix platform, you can watch any training video for any problem you're having. It comes down from the stars, right, directly to your Android or iPhone or smartphone, your tablet, whatever it is. And it's just like Netflix mobile otherwise. By the way, anybody who joins the Cheeky Scientist Association tomorrow during our big Reboot Your Job Search event also gets full access to the Cheeky Scientist on-demand streaming platform. You do not have to learn through these outdated materials, these crappy slides, the crappy material. Get the right material in a dynamic training environment where you can go, okay, I need to learn how to answer this interview question. I can search that interview question, find the video, I can watch a video, I can leave, I can come back, it saves my place just like on Netflix. That's what you'll have access to. Number 4, lifetime academic self-justification. Lifetime academic self-justified influence. Why are you getting advice from lifetime academics? They've never worked in industry. Your career counselors have never worked in industry. They have no idea what they're talking about. None. They're staying busy to keep their job. Seriously. They have no idea what they're talking about. They've never worked in industry. Like, what are you doing? It's like going to somebody who's never driven a car for driving advice. Makes no sense. Stop listening to these people. On top of that, they're justifying the fact that they're staying in academia, right? They see that the best PhDs don't stay in academia anymore, right? This hasn't been true since the 70s or the 80s. They go into industry. That's where the best science, the best research, everything's done. The people who never want to do their job search can't stand the idea of leaving academia, stay in academia their entire life, and then they justify that by telling the people they're mentoring, oh, you should stay in academia. Or just even subtly, like, well, the best, the smartest people in academia, newsflash, again, they're not. The things that your PI is doing beyond writing grants and begging for funding, there are robotics doing in industry. They wouldn't even survive in industry right now. That's why they're in academia. And that sounds, it might sound like a wake-up call, maybe a little harsh, but it's true. That's not your fate. You can't wish things were like they were in the 1970s. They're not. Number 5, misplaced confirmation bias. You want to avoid confirmation bias when it comes to your data, right? Your thesis work, of course. But when it comes to you getting hired, you have to have confirmation bias that you're the best person for the job, right? You have to sell the fact that you're the best person for the job. You have to build a case that you're the best person for the job, both for yourself and for the employer. You can't show up to an interview wondering whether or not you're good for the job. You can't show up to an interview agreeing with them that you can't handle it. You have to sell yourself. Well, I may not have that exact skill, but I have this relevant skill. I am the best person for the job for XYZ reasons. I want to work here at this company for this role for these reasons. You have to build a case for that specific job and for yourself. And this is why so many of you have been uploading resumes, not hearing any responses, not getting any traction in your job search. This is a big part of what we do in the association. It's why we built the world's largest platform, the world's largest PhD-only referral network, so that you can get hired in industry, so you can make up for the last 5 years, 10 years of having no industry network, and you can talk to them, and they can show you how to have that kind of confirmation bias in the right way so you can sell yourself for a job. I think the right stopped here. Willful ignorance, okay? So we're in a very unique time right now. There's a lot of uncertainty. Just look at the math. Don't get confused. Just look at the math, okay? Prices of everything else in the world right now are going up. Do a simple search online for kind of what's happening in the economy. You want to get into industry, you have to develop some business acumen. You should learn about this. Have you heard about the chip shortage, right? So microchips, from the ones that go in phones, cars, right, vehicles, there's a huge shortage. Appliances. Supply chains are broken around the world. What is this doing? It's making the price of everything increase. I mean, go look at the gas prices near you now. Even if you don't have a car, you see the big signs with the gas prices. They are way up. The price of everything on average, so everything from food, energy, rent, it's up about 5 to 9%. We've been posting about this online. Meanwhile, there was a huge survey done by the College and University Human Resources Department. I sent out an email about it. Look this up. It just came out. It was also published in the Chronicle of Higher Education. Academic salaries are down 5 to 8%. So the price of everything is going up. This has actually also increased the price of industry salaries. This inflation has increased the price of industry salaries. The only place in the world right now where prices have gone down on a large scale is academia. Hundreds of thousands of jobs lost. PhDs are less valuable in academia than ever before. If you wait around, you will continue to lose money. You will continue to pay more for everything else while getting paid less. Do the math, look at it yourself. This is a wake-up call. 7, finally, May graduation. So worldwide, if you look at the numbers, worldwide, most PhDs end up graduating, defending, starting to enter the job market in May. Okay, May is right around the corner. It's always the biggest graduation day. Whether the graduation is going to be virtual, in person, your thesis defense, however it works, a lot of PhDs enter the workforce in May. So if you've been dabbling in your job search, right? It's April now. If you've been dabbling and you haven't taken it seriously, take it seriously now. When you get all of the material and the training, you can get hired in a few weeks if you do things correctly. You can certainly get a jump start, right? Get a head start on the people that are about to graduate and be taking their careers very seriously. There's a lot of PhDs that are about to not have a job, be unemployed, working for free. Do not let all of these people enter the workforce and get ahead of you. You're going to be even further behind. So what I want you to do is reboot your job search. That's why we are having a big Reboot Your Job Search event tomorrow. It's for one day only, April 15th. Access to a lifetime membership for the Cheeky Scientist Association, including the new Cheeky Scientist on-demand streaming platform and the new Cheeky Scientist Resume Builder software application that automates the process for you, will all be 60% off the list price for the Cheeky Scientist Association, the biggest discount we've ever offered, and we've never offered the Resume Builder and on-demand before in a sale like this. Make sure you learn more about it. Go to cheekyscientist.com. Get on the wait list. Now is the time. Remember your value as a PhD and start thinking and acting like a successful industry professional.